What's up, guys? Welcome to another First Shots episode. Today we're going to be reviewing the big brother to the R7 Mako, the Carbon Compact TFS by Kimber. But before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors, Gun Owners of America, who are fighting in the trenches every day to preserve our Second Amendment rights so we can bring you content like this and be responsible gun owners, as well as Brownells, who is a one-stop shop for everything guns and gear. Now, on to the review. The pistol comes out of the bag, pistol, optic, and two 15-round mags. The pistol itself is 5.8 inches tall, 7.6 inches long, and 1 inch wide. It's 25.8 ounces unloaded with a 4.42 inch threaded barrel. Comes with a carbon fiber infused frame, unlike the polymer version that you get with the R7 Mako. Has a pick rail, ambi slide, and mag release. It also comes with a flared mag well, high undercut, double undercut under the trigger guard, as well as the modular back straps from extra small to large. It comes with the True Glow night sights, the 407K optic from Holosun. It has a flat face trigger with a 5 to 6.75 pound trigger pull, and it MSRPs at $1080. So right out of the box, first impressions on this, again, build quality is pretty damn good. I mean, this gun feels solid in the hands. I don't know that I know a difference between the polymer frame versus this carbon fiber infused frame. I'm just gonna have to take their word for it. I do know that the grip texture is amazing, just like it was on the R7 Mako. I love the fact that you have these index points here, finger straighten off the trigger, thumb on the support hand side, kind of like a little gas pedal or a speed ledge, as they call it. I love when pistols come right out of the box with those types of things, because usually you have to send it off to get an aggressive stippling or maybe even some index points or speed ledging or something like that. Comes right out of the box, so that's pretty cool. Got the high undercut here. I guess if you're wearing gloves, I just personally like it because it gives me a good purchase. And then you also have an undercut right here under the trigger guard that carries the same tack texture. And then they also have the tack texture right here on the front as well. So depending on how you grab it, because I know some people, they grab things differently. Some, smaller hands, they'll come over here, over the trigger guard in the front. All of that is there to ensure that you maintain positive grip on this pistol. In terms of the back strap, we're running the extra small back strap on here because it just lends more to a grip angle that I'm used to. And it came with the medium installed, which gives you a nice little hump back there. Some people like that. It makes a better purchase for them, not for me. And then, actually wait, this is the large, I'm sorry. The medium is what was installed, which isn't so bad. The large, yeah, this is BBL status. You want to give your grip a BBL, you go ahead and throw that large back on there. Another really cool thing that we noticed as soon as we pulled the gun out is that, all right, so you have the 15-round mag. The R7 comes with a 15-round mag, but it also has this little sleeve. So then we were like, I wonder if the sleeve comes off. And sure enough, bam, sleeve comes off. It's the exact same magazine. So if you have both of these pistols, like I currently do, then the magazines are interchangeable. So what we did was we took all of the Mako, the R7 Mako mags, and we took all the sleeves off and we jammed all the mags so we could just run all the mags. So now we had, I think, I don't know, maybe like 6 mags out there total, because the mags are compatible. Now, if you want to use that mag on the R7 Mako, obviously you want to put the sleeve back on it. But then again, some people may decide, hey, you know what, I'm gonna leave the sleeve off because it's pinching my finger. But we talked about that in the Mako review. But outside of that, man, yeah, feels really good. Love the pick rail here. Give you a couple of different light choices, obviously, because it's a little more extended because you have more frame on the pistol. And this is about the same size as a Glock 45. It's just thinner. So technically it's gonna probably conceal better because it's just a thinner width altogether, but it didn't come with that holster, so we could not do any concealed carry drills with this. We had to take this out on the range and we did some duty style drills. We threw an X300 on this thing and used a tier 1 MSP that took the X300, and we just ran it outside the waistband. So that was fun. And we were actually really surprised at how the pistol handled. Check it out. All right. 771. 771. Ooh, kept it all alpha there. Kept it all alpha here. and we had deltas here. Now, the 2 deltas that we had, this definitely came from the second 2-2 and not the first 2-2, because I saw my hits impact the alpha so well that I just kind of got excited and I wanted to go faster, and I pulled the trigger, literally pulled the trigger early. So there we go, 2 deltas on the outside here, but everything else is alphas. Not bad. $7.99. 2 deltas. Kind of go fast. Didn't go fast. And a Charlie. And a Charlie. So, out of 12 shots, looked like there was a delta, and 2 Charlies. So 4 shots outside the A box. Not bad. The gun shoots well. I like it. But it feels good. Now, I'm running that extra small back strap on here. You can change the back straps. We'll talk about that in the tabletop. But it feels best in my hand that way. Presents best in my hand that way. Might even make it more of a point and shooter for me. The little thumb ledges here, index points, index finger, thumb ledge there. I'm actually absolutely running that, absolutely taking advantage of that. Trigger, hey man, it's the Mako trigger, and it's nice. It's really, really nice. I wonder how they came about that trigger design, but it's a nice flat face with a nice flat plunger inside the trigger mechanism there for your safety, and it's a nice crisp break. So shots are on point. I mean, that's pretty good, man. When you look at those alpha groups, they're pretty consistent, they're pretty tight, all in the alpha box there. Obviously we were off a little bit on a couple of Charlies and deltas, but for the most part just performed well. We're at about 10 yards from the target. Well, it's more like maybe like 7 yards. 7 yards from the target. Performs well. David, you want to give it a shot? All right, David. How does that feel? Initial feeling.
I really like that undercut.
Yeah.
In the grip. Mm-hmm. That already makes it feel very, very good.
Yeah.
Obviously same red dot as the
R7.
R7 Mako, so I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I do like the grip. And the carbon fiber, it's light. It definitely feels a lot more stiff than a regular, I guess, polymer. But those are my initial thoughts. Aesthetically, looks good. This design is very interesting.
Right?
But yeah.
Oh, you can't see the shadow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, show that to people.
Shoot! We want to see you shoot. Yeah. The mag situation makes it a little bit clunky.
It really does. And then on the reload too, me jamming in the mag, I actually pinched my finger in the mag a little bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really have to slap that mag in there, and then really positively depress this. Yeah. But other than that, the recoil impulse felt pretty good.
.670. Woo! All right.
So yeah, sub 7.
See what we got. Similar results to David. So we got 3 Charlies here. We got 1 Charlie here. And we got 1 Charlie here. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, bear down on that grip. Establishing the dot early with this small optic is pretty paramount. And keeping that grip established. I was a little faster on the reload that time. I'm getting used to that a little bit, even though it's just like you don't have a lot of purchase power here, you know? So interesting, not bad. 6.7, I think I could do better. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a drill where we started at 20 and we work our way back to the 40, increasing the distance by 10 yards every time you make the shot, right? Now, the way we're gonna do this is you're gonna start out full press, take the shot, you hit it, you move back.
If you miss it, then you gotta switch to strong hand. If you miss, you gotta switch to weak hand. And if you miss all three, then you're done. And that's as far as you got. Make sense?
Right, yeah.
Sounds interesting, right?
I hope I don't get to that weekend.
That weekend, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Tell me about it. All right, here we go. We're right here on 20. That's why you holster up.
Yeah.
So we have makes everything. Here we go. 30. All right, David. No pressure. No pressure, David. We might have to push it back to the shed. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Come on, baby.
I was really hoping you. Oh, well,
I was hoping I was gonna hit it too.
Feeling confident? Oh, snap, son.
So that means when I go to the 40, I have to.
No. You good. It reset.
Resets? All right.
All right. Oh, god dang, that was close. Oh, so close.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I was hoping you was gonna hit it too.
Yeah.
Well, guys, the Mako Carbon Compact by Kimber. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with their first striker fire offering. And obviously this one being the carbon compact version of that striker fire offering. Yeah, it's a very deceivingly well-built pistol. They seem to have thought of almost everything that they could to pack into this in terms of, I guess you could say, both aesthetics and functionality with a stock pistol. And that's becoming more and more common, just with cars, right? You know, as cars evolved, more and more things became standard. Same thing here. First striker fire offering right out of the box. I mean, you got a mag well, you got aggressive grip texture, you got a little bit, some little gas pedals there. You got double undercut here. You got nice serrations, nice slide shape, side ejecting, threaded barrel, optic ready with the optic. Want a different optic, but nonetheless. Oh, and the irons are really nice. Night sights, true. I think these are True Glow or Marigolds. I don't know. We'll know in the video, whatever. But yeah, man, really good offering. And at this price point, I think that this is definitely a good buy for a lot of people that want to get in the game with something that's it's pretty serious. All right, so as you can see, coming right off of the range, this pistol is pretty damn versatile. You know, we ran the OWB drills with it, and I mean, we pushed it, we kept shooting. First off, yeah, I must begin by saying this pistol's fun to shoot. We didn't plan on shooting as much as we did, but we just kept thinking of different things we could do or try with the pistol, even including, as you saw, the one little game we played where we pushed it all the way out to the 40 just to see if we could hit steel, and the pistol, it showed up. And so we enjoyed shooting the pistol. It performed really well, and might as well just dive right into the likes and dislikes. All right, so like, aesthetic and build quality, top notch, really, really good. Impressed with Kimber's first striker fire offering in that regard. Grip texture, bar none, one of the best grip textures I've ever felt. And I literally pick the pistol up. If it's in front of me, I'm gonna pick it up all the time and I'm just gonna feel it because I like that feel. If you shoot as many pistols as I shoot, you know that the right grip texture is really, really important in terms of maintaining that master grip. The double undercut, the high undercut and then the undercut under the trigger guard. I thought that was a great added bonus because usually, again, you got to send that off to get gunsmith. In this particular case, comes standard with the pistol. The thumb ledge, again, great additive, great value for the package. The magwell, huge fan. You know, I am the original magwell whore. Put a magwell on every pistol I own. The interchangeable back straps, very nice touch. Usually, in my personal opinion, the back straps, when you interchange them, specifically like on Glocks, right? You change the back straps out from small to extra large, and all it does is it gives you more of the tang or beaver tail as it is. But this actually changes the way that the grip feels because of how much it protrudes. So some people might like it, some people might love it, some people might hate it. Me, I actually thought it was pretty cool, especially since they had one that really lent to the grip angle that I am used to shooting. And then the magazine's compatibility, loved that. I thought that was a pretty good bonus that we actually had extra mags, because when we go to the range to shoot, you know, we like to jam as many mags as humanly possible, so that way we don't have to stop and jam mags in the middle of us doing some types of drill or anything like that. So that magazine compatibility was really cool. And my last like is the fact that it didn't come with this crappy IWB holster. So you gotta go get your own IWB holster if you plan on using this as a concealed carry gun. Thank God, because that one ain't good. Now on to the dislikes. Dislike is optic choice, but you can't do much about that because of the width of the slide. Lends to better concealability, so you sacrifice there in the optic for that better concealability. And the last dislike, which is only two really, is the flush mag. Again, you know, I would just prefer to have that mag have a little bit of protrusion, you know, down here, just to make for a better reload. And again, I think it's more comes into play when you're kind of reloading on the move or reloading in a high stress situation. You can't really judge it from right here, because right here it's all right, it's cool, it drops out and you know it goes in or whatever. But when you're moving around and you're manipulating this really fast, it could present a problem, just depending on, you know, what type of manipulation you're doing at the time. But other than that, I mean, way more likes than dislikes. The pistol was fun to shoot. I think that was really evident when you saw in the range time. I think that this is a great buy. Me personally, if you're going for the compact route, I think this is a good deal because it can kind of double as a compact outside the waistband, have fun at the range with it just like we did, but you also have a really solid carry pistol. So for Kimber's first outing on striker fires between the R7 Mako and this carbon compact TFS, I really think they knocked it out of the park. Looking forward to see what comes next, because if this is their first offering, it's only gonna get better from here. So we're here for it, and we'll bring it to you as soon as we get it. Let's go.
Hey, what's up guys? Sure Michael here. It has been a while and you're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing on a set versus out with John shooting guns. Well, this is the set of my new show on a new streaming platform that John and I are launching, We the Free. You guys got to check this thing out. It's amazing. Firearms content, gun content, training, news, podcasts, and so much more. Check out this video.
There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation.
Without any level of oversight or regulation.
Censorship.
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 The real risk to your essential freedoms.
The threat of censorship.
I want you to imagine a content platform that's free of censorship and restrictions. Content that represents and celebrates our true American freedoms. An ecosystem that encourages community and the defense of our freedoms for generations to come.
Social media has completely shadow banned the conservative outlook, anything to do with defending yourself and the Second Amendment.
Many platforms are not very gun friendly in terms of what they will allow.
It's constantly dealing with being deleted, constantly dealing with shadow banning.
We the Free is needed in the community because we've been shadow banned, demonetized.
The goal is to bring you the God's honest truth so that you know the truth, not just some story.
You should be able to protect yourself and your family by any means necessary.
We the Free is essential because it gives creators the opportunity to make their own show without the tech overlords telling us what we're allowed to put on there.
That's why We the Free exists, to provide a platform for freedom-loving Americans out there. People who love freedom of speech. people who love this country, people who love firearms, and people who just simply believe that you should have the right to say whatever the hell you want to say, whether people like it or not.
Here, there are no fact checkers. No one's going to check me on anything.
Imagine people all over the world going to one source to see the absolute best representation of American values and culture.
This is the place that's going to preserve your right to freedom of speech, your right to keep and bear arms which shall not be infringed.
Content, community, education, entertainment, all on America's streaming platform, We the Free. All right, guys, how cool was that? If you like what you just saw and heard, head over to wethefree.com or WTF.tv and join for free today. We also have an annual subscription option that gets you access to ad-free premium content and training, and you also get entry to the We the Free Fest for free as an annual subscriber. So our pre-launch price right now is $79.99. It'll go up to $99.99 in April when all of the premium content starts to drop on the network. So again, head over to wethefree.com, join for free today, upgrade to an annual subscriber, get access to that We the Free Fest. It'll also be open to the public, but you'll have to pay an entry fee. So your annual subscription covers that. So it's something you might want to think about. We're just starting, guys. This network is going to be booming. We have some of the greatest creators in the firearm space working with us right now, and it's only going to be more, and we're going to go above and beyond everything firearms. This is America's streaming platform. Go to wethefree.com today and join for free. Let's go.